Now we will have a talk on that muscles of the neck, muscles of neck, especially anterolateral part. Or anterior part. Now in this connection, you should have a what of the diagrams. Now that diagram will be going to come like this. You have to understand. So this is what the mandible. So this is called the thyroid process. This is called the mastoid process. Then this is what is said to be as the occipital bone. Then you will be having, this is what is said to be as the limit. That limit is said to be as a what is cervical vertebrae. Cervical vertebrae. Then this is what the muscle. This muscle is the trapezius. So it will be there like this. You will be knowing what is doing. So this is what the trapezius, which has been already finished with trapezius. So now you will be going to have, this is the muscle. This muscle is called as, the other day we had seen it. This is what clavicular and the what sternal head of the what that of the sternocleidomastoid. So this will be already got and then finished. So this will be the what? Clavicle, and this will be the sternum. So this will be your anterior limit. So this is what? The anterior limit. Then, in order to know these muscles of the neck, especially anterolateral part or otherwise the anterior part, you should know some midline structures. So those midline structures, you will be having, this is called the hyoid bone. This is called the chin. So this is the thing, chin. Then you will be having, this is the suprasternal march. Sternal march. So this is the thing, and you will be having here, there will be a what isthmus. The one which is the connecting band between the two lobes of the thyroid gland. Then here you have got the jugular notch. Jugular notch. So these are all the midline structures. You should know they are there here. They are there in the anterior median plane. Now, with having that, you will be going to do that division of the muscles into a two. One is suprahyoid muscles, which are there above the hyoid. So this hyoid bone you have to locate it. So this is what the hyoid bone. Now whatever the muscles are there here above this hyoid, they are called the suprahyoid muscles. They are having number one, digastricus muscle. Then second, stylohyoid muscle. muscles which are there above the hyoid. So where they are there now? So this is what that of the posterior belly of digastric. So digastricus. So this is the one. There would be one more thing would be there for this. So this is also, it is called as a digastric. So you have got for this two bellies. One is now this. What it will be there? This is the anterior belly. So this will be the posterior belly. Belly means a small piece which will be there just like a swelling at the ending part rather than the beginning. And even some point ending you will be having a bulging, and there will be at the formation where you end you will be having a narrow. So this is what the two is. Then you have got one more muscle. This is the hyoid. From this, so I will need to keep the different colors. So this. So this will be the one muscle. This muscle is called as microhyoides. Microhyoides, this muscle. Then you will be having another muscle with the purple line going. So this will be there like this. So this muscle together. This is called a genohyoides. This is the genohyoides. Then you will be having another muscle. That muscle with the white I will be taking. That is from styloid to this hyoid. So this will be the word stylohyoides. Stylohyoides. Now, these are said to be as the what? Suprahyoid muscles. Now let us will go for that. These muscles. Now, in the beginning or at the onset, I want to make it clear for you people. That is what these muscles are very small and thin, delicate. They will be not like that. The muscles what you get in the that of the either the upper limb or lower limb. They are little bit different. So now with having all other things in the mind, we will go for digastricus. As the name itself suggests, it is belonging to the that of the suprahyoid series. This you can say digastricus muscle. It is appearing like a small stomach-like bulgings at the muscle piece or the muscle bulk. Hence it is called as a gastricus. Di means you will be having a two. So you will be going to have two heads or two portions. One is the posterior and another is the anterior. Now let us will take that you can say anterior belly of the that of the digastric. The anterior belly of the digastric and the posterior belly. Now we will go for the first and foremostly as we are coming from the back to front, all this section. So we will take the posterior belly. The posterior belly of the that of the digastricus muscle, it takes origin from the that of the posterolateral aspect of that of the styloid process. It originates and it runs straightway downwards and forwards to reach to the anterior belly of the digastric. Now, when it reaches to the what, that of the anterior belly of the what, that of the digastric, it will be going to form the what, one tendon. Now that tendon is called as the what, intermediate tendon. Intermediate tendon of the what, that of the digastric. And then once again it will be becoming bulged. It will be becoming bulged and goes and get inserted on the posterior portion of just below the genoid tubercle. So there, just which will be there, internal aspect of that of the eucanthus symphysis mending after forming the what, anterior belly. So anterior belly will be there at the what, point of insertion. Understanding? So via when it will be going to form, it forms the one tendon, intermediate tendon. Now this eucanthus muscle, which will be having the two bellies. One is the anterior belly and another is the posterior belly. Anterior belly. Posterior belly is much more longer than the what, that of the anterior belly. Now the posterior belly will be able to form the behind and below limit for the what, one triangle, that is called the digastric triangle or submandibular triangle, and upper and front limit of that of the carotid triangle. So this is the carotid triangle. So this is what you have to remember, and then this thing will be the what, for the digastric muscle. Now this digastric muscle, the relation and all, whether they are important or not, for the undergraduate level you should know that these are the muscles in the anterior or anterolateral aspect of the neck or the anterior part of the neck region, where they comes and what they form. Relations, yes, superficially it will be related to the water skin, superficial fascia, deep fascia, and deeply they are related to the water, not only the water content of the water, that of the carotid triangle, but also the content of the water, that of the digastric triangle, in general, in overall. So that is what you have to tell. So this is the thing. So content of the water, that of the carotid sheath, when you have come across, you will be going to have a carotid sheath and relation, that is what is said to be the posterior belly if you want, and the water 12th cranial nerve and the what, 11th cranial nerve and the facial nerve, carotid sheath, content of the carotid sheath, that is the bifurcation of the common carotid artery into a water, that of the two external and internal, and the carotid bodies, and then the superior loop of the water, that of the ansa cervicalis, and inferior loop of the water, that of the ansa cervicalis, and the water pretracheal and the tracheal fascias. And then now here in the digastric you will be going to have a submandibular triangle and the water, that of the deep part of the, that of the carotid triangle, and the branches of the, that of the external carotid artery. That will be the thing here. Apart from that, nerve to the mylohyoid. So these are all the relation for that of the bellies of the water, that of the digastric, that is anterior, and the water, that of the posterior. But especially what I had talked about the what, posterior belly here. Now coming to the what, anterior belly, if you want, there will be the water content of the water, that of the digastric triangle bone and the water mylohyoid triangle. So those will be the what, relation for this. But superficially it is commonly skin will be there, superficial fascia will be there, deep fascia will be there, then platysma, that without forgetting. So this and external jugular vein. So this will be the what, in short, the relation for that. Now coming to the what is the nerve supply. Nerve supply for the water, that of the anterior belly, if you take, that is nerve to the water, nerve to the mylohyoid, nerve to the mylohyoideus, nerve to the mylohyoid, nerve to the mylohyoid, nerve to the mylohyoid, which is a direct branch from, or which is a direct branch from inferior alveolar nerve, inferior alveolar nerve. So that is what the thing. Action of this digastric. It will be the what anterior belly depresses, anterior belly it will be elevates, posterior belly depresses. Together, elevation and the what depression of the water, that of the water hyoid, rather it is a water. Indirectly it will be giving a water tongue also, because tongue floor is formed by this mylohyoid. So that will be the other part. So what you have to have. Now coming to the what next muscle, that is the stylohyoideus. Now stylohyoideus is placed deep to the water, that of the, where you can say posterior belly of the water, that of the digastric. Now this muscle takes origin from the lateral surface of that of the, you can say, styloid process. From that it will be going to run straightway deep to the water, that of the, where you can say posterior belly of the digastric, but superficial to the water, that of the stylopharynges, it will be there. And then this muscle will be going to get inserts on the water up, just you can say intermediate portion of that of the, you can say, hyoid. Now so this is called the what stylohyoideus. Now the stylohyoid, superficially it is related to the water, skin will be there, superficial fascia will be there, deep fascia will be there, platysma will be there, and then what you will be having deeply this, you can say, stylohyoideus is related to the content of that of the, you can say, partially the what carotid triangle and partially the what that of the digastric triangle. Apart from that, there is a one muscle, that muscle is called the what stylopharyngeal muscle will be there deep to that. So that is what the relation. Then this you can say stylohyoideus is as well as it will be going to form the what lower posterior limit for the water digastric triangle and upper front limit for the water that of the carotid triangle, same as that of the posterior belly of the digastric. So that is what you have to. And this is about the water that of the stylohyoideus. But when you talk about the anterior belly of the digastric, it forms the lower front limit for the water digastric triangle and lateral limit for the water that of the mylohyoid triangle. Mylohyoid triangle. That you have to tell for that anterior belly. Okay. So now coming to the water that of the, where you can say stylohyoideus nerve supply. Stylohyoideus nerve supply is by directly. Now the nerve supply for this, it is straightway by the water that of the facial nerve. Facial nerve, that too via the water that of the cervical branch of the water that of the facial nerve. So that is what action of this stylohyoideus, it will be going to drag back the water styloid process. I mean to say this, you can say stylohyoideus pulling the water that of the hyoid bone upwards and backwards. So that will be the thing. Then you will be going to have the mylohyoideus. Now this mylohyoideus is the muscle which will be there for this. So this is the mylohyoideus. Mylohyoideus is a muscle, the one which will be there in the water that of the suprahyoid series. Now this muscle, it takes origin from inner surface of that of the, you can say, body of the mandible on the what mylohyoid line. From that it will be going to run on either side. Then it will be going to form a one raphe, that is the mylohyoid raphe. Mylohyoid raphe. It inserts and also it will be going to join to the what upper part of that of the you can say hyoid. It comes and inserts, so it becomes the what not only the superior limit for the what mylohyoid triangle, and also it forms the floor of the water that of the you can say tongue, along with the what genoglossus, chondroglossus and the hyoglossus. So that is what you will be getting. Then the what is your we can say relation of this? Superficially it is related to the skin, superficial fascia, deep fascia, platysma. Deeply it is related to the what this mylohyoideus, all the content of the water that of the you can say inferior part of the tongue, which will be going to form the floor of the water that of the you can say tongue itself or the oral cavity, that will be going to come as a what your you can say superior relation with the what nerve to the mylohyoid and the what artery to the water that of the mylohyoid, vein to the mylohyoid. So that is what. Now what is the nerve supply for this? Nerve supply for the water that of the mylohyoid, it is by the water that of the inferior alveolar, same as that of. So this is nerve supply for this. It is by the water nerve to the mylohyoideus, that is via through and through the water that of the inferior alveolar nerve. Inferior alveolar nerve. Action of this, it depresses the tongue and as well as it pulls the tongue upwards and raising the water that of the rather you can say as a mandible. Depression of the mandible and the what elevation of the mandible you can talk. So this will be the thing. Now you will be going to have the what one more muscle. That muscle is called as the what genohyoideus. Now this genohyoideus, when you have come across, genohyoideus is a very small strip of muscle which will be taking origin from the what inner surface, just you can say below the water that of the origin of the water that of the you can say mylohyoideus, on either side of the water genoid, on either side of the water genoglossal tubercle, on the water that of the genohyoid tubercle. From that it will be going to run straight way you can say downwards or backwards to get inserts on the water that of the hyoid, on the hyoid. So that is called as the what this muscle which will be there here, you will be going to get the genoglossus. So genoglossus, I have done it with the purple. I have done it with the purple. You see this. This is what the purple thing. This is what the genohyoideus. Genohyoideus. The nerve supply for this and the what relation of this superficial skin, superficial fascia, deep fascia. Deeply it is related to the what superficially it is related to the water that of the anterior belly of the digastric, and the what deeply it is related to the what mylohyoideus, nerve to the mylohyoideus, artery to the mylohyoideus, and as well as the vein for the water that of the mylohyoid and the content of the water that of the mylohyoid triangle. So that will be the what relation for that genohyoideus. Now this genohyoideus, it will be the what depressing the water that of the mandible and as well as the what protrusion or protraction of the water that of the you can say protrusion of the water that of the mandible forward. So that will be the thing, elevation and depressions. So that will be the what hyoid by the genohyoideus. Genohyoideus can pull, retracts back the water that of the your mandible. So that will be there. Now the nerve supply for the water that of the genohyoideus, it is by the water to one will be the water that of the cervical spinal nerve first, and as well as 12th cranial nerve branch via the ansa cervicalis. So this will be the thing that what you have to remember for the water that of the suprahyoid muscles. Now in the same way, in the same thing, what you should have the what infrahyoid muscles. Infrahyoid muscles. Now infrahyoid muscles, if you have taken, they are number one, This is thyroides, then sternohyoides. Then you will be having what is said to be as a thyrohyoid. Thyrohyoides. Fourth, omohyoides. So these are the four you will be getting. But where they are located? They are located below this thyroid. So this is called as sternohyoides. Then you will be having, this is the muscle sternothyroideus. This will be the what? Omohyoideus. Omohyoideus. So these both. Then comes thyrohyoideus. From thyroid. So this is the thyroid cartilage. From this to this is the thyrohyoideus. So this will be, you will be getting. So these are the four. Therefore here four. Now what you have to remember now in this suprahyoid, it is by the what? Superior belly, superior loop of ansa cervicalis nerve supply. Inferior, infrahyoid, those are the inferior loop of the what? That of the ansa cervicalis in general. But digastric and the what? That of the your MAH008, they are supplied by the what? Different entities, including digastric anterior belly. So this is what? That what you have to remember. So once the muscle, you should know that origin, you should know that insertion, you should know that its action, you should know its nerve supply. In short, because these muscles are not so long and not so fleshy and not so big compared to the what other regions of the body. So these are the things. This is the suprahyoid, this is the infrahyoid. So we will continue tomorrow on the what? Infrahyoid. In short. Thank you very much.